Since the beginning of time, human beings have entered romantic relationships with each other. The goal when entering a relationship is usually to make it last as long as possible. But what if you decided to rush through the relationship, all the way to the breakup, as quickly as you could? It's called the relationship speedrun, and over the years, people have been getting in and out of relationships faster than ever, pushing the quickest time down, sometimes by only fractions of seconds. Let's take a look at the world record progression for relationships. The first thing that divides this speedrun is the different categories. There's girlfriend, boyfriend, partner, wife, husband, and spouse. While there are many runs in every category, Boyfriend Any Percent has the most varied history and runners, and doesn't take nearly as long as any of the marriage runs. So for this video, I'm only going to be talking about Boyfriend Any Percent. An important thing to note about this run is that glitches are allowed. This can make for some very entertaining runs, and I'll be going over some of the major glitches. Another thing is that the run is heavily RNG based depending on which boyfriend you pick. Runners have tried to mitigate this through profiling, but nothing is ever certain, making runs different almost every time. The run starts when the guy you pick agrees to be your boyfriend and ends when he breaks up with you, meaning it's up to him how the speedrun progresses. For starters, the first major runner to start competing was Amanda. She started her first ever run by going for Tom. She asked him to be her boyfriend just before the morning school bell rang, and he said yes. Throughout the run, she proceeded to spend every second outside of class hanging off his arm and yelling at any girl that passed by to get away from him. The only major glitch she used was clipping her hand through his backpack to grab his phone and went through his text, demanding to know who the girl he was texting was. It turns out, the girl was his sister. Seeing this, Tom broke up with her 3.2 seconds later, ending the run with a time of 3 hours, 17 minutes, and 27 seconds. This run ended up going somewhat viral, and it inspired many other runners to try their luck for the record. A week later, the world record was soundly beaten by Tara, who chose Braden. She asked him to be her boyfriend at 11:36 a.m. and then proceeded to never leave his side. The glitches she used became standard for future runs. She used a technique known as stale reference manipulation to warp into a room Braden was hiding from her in. And when he hid on the rooftop, she used a wet floor sign to prop climb up to him in less than 20 seconds. It was then that Braden broke up with her at 1:35 p.m., bringing the record down to just below the 2-hour mark, at 1 hour, 59 minutes, and 34 seconds. Many runners afterwards followed the same route, with little variation except in RNG. By the year 2019, the run had been brought down to 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 2 seconds. Runners were frantically competing to see who would end up reaching sub 1 hour time first, and the runner who would get there was someone nobody expected. And that person was Sarah. Sarah had been doing the run for a few months, and her PB was around 1 hour and 20 minutes. Her world record run showcases how RNG can make or break a run in this category. She chose Alex. The first incredible thing that happened in the run was Alex asking her to be his girlfriend, which is accepted under category rules, but is incredibly rare, having only a 1.6% chance of occurring. Sarah later said she was so shocked at her luck she almost faltered when saying yes, but she recovered quickly. The run came to a close when Alex asked what Sarah did for a living, and she told him she was a Twitch streamer. At that point, Alex became erratic and started yelling that Sarah was a thought. Shockingly, the only glitch Sarah managed to use was a wrong warp just before the end of the run, otherwise it would have been counted in the glitchless category. Concerned for her safety, she warped away just before Alex officially broke up with her, finishing the run with a time of 35 minutes and 44 seconds. And that's where the world record stands today. I think it's clear that the Boyfriend Any% speedrun has seen unbelievable progression over the years, and getting the next world record is anyone's game. Thanks for watching. Me and my absolutely half-assed summoning salt impression. Don't tell him I did this.